Hey, hello. Guess what? Um, I don't know how the fuck it happened, but this video, my dumbass somehow managed to upload the version without me talking, and then I was like, oh, the video's uploaded. It wasn't a video that I edited or anything, it was just like a talking and then uploading it, so I deleted it. Just deleted the footage. I didn't need it anymore. Why would I let it take up space on my hard drive? And whoops, yeah, uploaded the version where my mic was muted. Oopsies. Oopsie daisies. There's a decent chance that this one's actually muted too. Shouldn't be though. I'll actually check this time and make sure I'm uploading the right version. Basically, I'm excited for Return of the Ancestors. It seems really cool. Doing Phrecia with ToTA seems really cool. I have 3 potential builds. This is open in Chrome, and I only use Chrome for YouTube stuff, so let me really quick open up the wiki so I can show you my potential build ideas that I have. So boop, boop, and boop. The obvious one is Whisperer, and you just go like Mana Forged Arrows, you take an Infinite Pursuit, We Know All, Your Mind is Destroyed, and then you could potentially take like the charges. You could potentially take Not a Word for defenses, but I don't think you really need that. Don't Panic Yet for defenses. Or more likely what I would do is use one of the new Ascendancy tattoos with Templar on my 4th node to try and get the node that I can't remember the name of right now. But it is a Hierophant node. Sanctuary of Thought to gain a ton of AoE, some regen, and a ton of energy shield. If it turns out, I've never actually played Mana Forged Arrows before, so I'll watch the Connor video on it. If it turns out that AoE isn't great, like you don't want the extra 100% AoE, I would go with probably Divine Guidance instead for a little bit of extra damage, some percent mana because you're already getting a ton of flat mana. An extra 30% would be great, and 10% of damage taken from Mana Before Life. That's just nice because you're going to have so much mana. That was my original idea, and then I saw a couple ideas pop up, which is Behemoth. Behemoth, this first node, 10% increased character size, spells deal no damage, and they're disabled, but your melee hits count as rampage kills and rampage. Unfortunately, spells are just way too strong, but with the new tattoos, you can replace that node, so there could be something you do where you replace Rampager. And then the third option is to use this right here. Exhibit 377, Calguran Armor. Gain ward instead of 50% of armor and evasion rate from equipped body armor. That can let you start the ward stacking stuff super early, plus you have a belt slot, so you don't need... So with your belt slot, you don't need as many of the flask nodes, so that you can get increased flask charges and whatnot on your belt. I don't actually know if you can get increased, but you can get it so you only need 3 of the flask nodes from the new Timeless Jewel instead of 4. And then once you get one that has 4, you can use this node as well as Inda's Stand to just get obscene amounts of ward. That was the idea. That's basically what that video said. Sorry for uploading it with no mic. Honestly, don't know how I managed to do that. There's a decent chance that I muted myself while I was recording. In fact, that's exactly what it was. I also just uploaded, it's in my recommended for myself, this video right here. The thumbnail's shit because I didn't care enough. But it was playing Tetris on the Warframe Shazens, which are like the guitars in that game if you don't play it. So like you can play like a little rhythm game. I played the Tetris theme on the 4 that I own because there's 4 different ones. They're each a different instrument. Really cool stuff. Anyway, you don't care. Maybe you do, in which case go watch that video. It's interesting enough to listen to. But I muted my mic during that because I didn't want to be talking, and I failed quite a few times to play the song, so I kept going, fuck. So I muted my mic for that. Probably just forgot to unmute it for recording this video. Anyway. Alright, real quick, check out this sick fucking beat. But I found out the actual reason. The actual reason is because I have my OBS set up in a very specific way, so that different audio tracks go to different things. And the microphone goes to the first audio track along with literally everything else, which is then separated to also go to the second and fourth. The second, I believe, doesn't have Discord on it, so I can separate that audio track from recordings if I'm in a Discord call. And then the fourth is, I believe, only my microphone. Yes, the fourth is only my microphone. But the interesting thing about MP4 files, and it's why it was never an issue with any of my other, like, it's never an issue with streaming, because streaming has its specific audio track, and it was never an issue with any of my, like, actual recordings, is because I record the stuff and then edit it. So when I edit it, it exports it all down to one audio track. The first one. The MP4s have the first audio track, which I just fixed it, but apparently wasn't going to my recordings. It wasn't supposed to go to my recordings because I never use the mixed audio track when I'm editing, but that's the actual answer. Anyway, rest of the video. Thanks for watching. This one will remain private here. You know what? I'll actually switch it to unlisted, so if you want to see me react without listening to reacting it, you can take this link right here and manually type it in. But thanks for watching. Those are my 3 build ideas. I'll steal some more build ideas from other people, and then choose, like, actually narrow it down to 2 or 3, and then that's what I'll make some videos on that leading up to the launch of Return of the Ancestors in 6 days. My other thought also, by the way, this is because we all know that I'm incapable of ending a video, is that I want something with Marauder, Antiquarian, Behemoth, or Ancestral Commander. I'd probably start with Ancestral Commander, because both of the build ideas, this one requires you to get really any, but hopefully a good Ascendancy Node tattoo to go over Rampager. And this one requires you to still get quite a bit of stuff. It's just you don't need the belt, and you don't need as good of a Timeless Jewel to get started. I would probably look for something I could do with the Ancestral Commander, because there's a lot of just, like, really good stuff here. Even if I just go Ancestral Endurance, Ancestral Defiance, Toughened Skin, that right there, plus, like, maybe Born Under Fire, that right there gives me a ton of defense. So, stuff worth considering. And then, of course, obviously, Whisper, where I would just start with, like, a Kinetic Blast of Clustering with Have You Forgotten, and maybe Charges. We'll see. Depends on what I end up actually wanting to play. I didn't play too much of Phrecia 2.0, which is, they said the balance is the same as Phrecia 2.0. So some of these numbers and whatnot might be wrong. I believe, like, even, like, the wording on Rampager was changed a little bit. But I'll just wait a couple days, see what people are like, hey, here's what the crazy builds were. And of course, obviously, the potential Antiquarian stuff. And then I will choose one, make a video about it. I might also, like, think of some other ideas and make videos about those. You'll see. I'll know before you'll see, but you'll see. Thanks for watching. I'm going to make sure I actually recorded my voice for this one. You'll never know if I didn't.